Oh, good afternoon. This is Skip Jeffers again. I guess this is part 3 on the old T-cart rebuild here. Looking at probably taking off this top and then kind of seeing what kind of damage we got on the supports on the legs here, and we'll go from there. I mean, my main objective was to kind of see what the lid looks like with all the water damage and see if we can actually save it, or if there's a way we can maybe relaminate it, who knows. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into this and kind of get this thing tore apart and see where it goes from there. But it looks like all the original hardware on this T-cart has been almost like a standard head, so it's probably typical of the era. And I mean, I still haven't figured out the age on this thing here, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of take apart all the screws that we got access to here. And like I said, it's got kind of a farmhouse type vibe to it. So just like all these flip out little patterns that you got going on. So yeah, there's some oddities that I've noticed on this thing from the get-go. So it kind of makes you wonder where this thing came from or what time period. But yeah, just the mechanisms that you see on this thing, like using screws for swivel heads. I don't know if you guys probably see from the B-roll film if my hand ain't in the way. But it's just been weird as all get out. And sometimes it's a battle getting these pieces apart just because of the way it was put together. I think eventually it's probably should come out. See if we can get some pressure on that bad boy and not hurt yourself doing it. Yeah, it's been a pretty strange build on this thing. Not to say the very least. I mean, the way this was put together is not the way I would do things, but maybe again, it's just the way it was done. But we should have, it looks like, a total of 8 screws holding the bottom to the top here. So we'll go ahead and kind of take those out. I don't know if this light will help any, but we'll see how well these screws connect into there. And then there may be some things that we might have to change, and that would probably be maybe longer screws, I would think, depending on the repair method that we decide to go with on this. I mean, I think you've got a couple of options if you plan to choose doing that. It all depends on the condition of the wood down below, if you can save any of the original. I mean, with the restoration, you want to save as much as original as you can, but it actually comes down to whatever's left in this dang thing is probably what you're stuck with and what you have to do to make it a functional piece of equipment. I mean, even if we do totally redo the top, it's still considered vintage. I mean, I think this thing's had mods to it anyway, so to me it's already lying in the verge of being vintage anyway. So my goal is just to make it functional and on a budget. I mean, pick this thing up on the side of the road for no money. So I mean, I want to invest as much as possible. I mean, there's people out there they'll spend the big bucks, but I mean, this piece here, I don't think it's worth the big money restoration on it. They're just, and I mean, I'll probably end up giving this away, or I'll end up for sure giving it away to somebody because I don't have room for a T-cart in my house. And we've got kind of a lighter furniture scheme. This one's a little dark for what we've got going on in our house. I mean, even if I put it in my office, I just don't have the floor space for something this size. Then we'll see. I mean, maybe we'll give it to a family and friends. Who knows? Maybe just give it away to anybody that wants it. I mean, our main goal is not to jack up anything worse than what it is. And I mean, for its condition, it's not in bad shape, but it's also not in good shape. So I mean, you may hit a point where you tear it down to a certain point and you kind of realize that maybe this thing really isn't worth the time and money that you put into it. Well, see, I mean, I'm not trying to make a profit off this thing. I'm just doing a YouTube video and kind of enjoy doing it. To me, it's like a stress reliever. And like I said, it's been a while since we got on this thing. We've had other stuff, if you can't tell by some of the other videos that we got going on. It's been a pretty trying week. We babysitting last week, so that kind of took up a lot of our time. Well, hopefully, I think we've got all the bolts out of this thing. Yeah, we were babysitting our granddaughter last week, so we were busy doing crafts and just kind of fun stuff with her. She started her summer vacation, and we've been kind of helping out, watching her in between her vacation Bible schools that she's been signed up for. Oh yeah, that worked pretty slick. Just a common putty knife here. Hopefully no one's added any hardware from the top down. I didn't see any. It just looks like they added a butt ton of glue to this thing. Let's see if we can pop this loose. There we go. That kind of snapped her free. Oh, and as you can see, this thing is not as wobbly as I thought it would be, but she's still pretty wobbly. And taking a look at the actual surface here, it's almost like a laminate that's in there. See if we can spin this around. And we do have it coming up. I mean, there's several laminate layers on this bad boy that's got damage. See it popping up here and there. And you might be able to squirt some glue down in it, but we're missing chunks, so that's the other issue that we've got. Let's see if we can take some of the rest of this hardware off if it'll come loose. Yeah, I mean, today has been actually, I would say, a pretty good day as far as weather goes. It's starting to get warm here, but I mean, it isn't too bad. Got a fan in the background, so hopefully that isn't too bad for the mic here, but you have to have something. I mean, especially inside a garage during the summertime, it gets hot in here. It'd be like 86 outside and probably a good 90-some degrees on the inside of a garage. Yeah, a little bit of sweat, but not too bad. I might actually have to pick some of these heads free. Just so much stuff that collects over the years. Dirt, grime, build up. And it doesn't look like from the top of these screw heads that too many people have been in here. These screws aren't that long, as you can see. I mean, talking these are probably less than a ½ inch. Not much holding that together. You know, let's see if we can pop this loose. I mean, this piece here isn't too bad. I mean, you've got some deterioration on the laminate on the ends here. Same with this one here. I don't know if you can see from the B-roll camera, but it's starting to come apart. We may be able to stick some glue in and maybe reuse this piece here. But as you can see, it kind of looks like a dark oak type finish, so I'm guessing it's a oak laminate over maybe a maple. I don't know. I haven't been able to determine the wood. I mean, I'm not a wood expert, but I mean, even as you can see from this end here, you've got some of your laminate coming up. I don't know if you could pull this off, the top laminate off, and then relaminate it and go from there. Maybe a viable option. Get some of these screw heads off. But yeah, it's a lot of crust. And it kind of looks, I don't know if you call it corrosion, maybe corrosion's a good word for it. But I mean, there's no material loss on the hinges, and the hinges don't look like they're rusted. So I mean, I've got magnets here, but the screws are metallic. And I'm guessing this hinge has got to be somewhat metallic too. Let's see if we can pull some more junk out of that screw head. But yeah, I mean, as far as these screw heads go, I guess they went with such short ones not to penetrate the back side of it, but I think they could have went a little bit longer, and maybe that's the other reason why you see so much glue. But I mean, there's realistically no glue on these hinges, and these hinges are metallic, so, and they may clean up. I mean, as you can see from the B-roll or the A-roll film, I mean, there isn't too much damage to these things outside of the surface corrosion on them, so try to keep those. Let's see if we can get these other ones off. And this one here was missing, I think it was one hinge. Yeah, on this far side here where most of the water damage was. And it doesn't have the other fold-up door to it, so it is what it is, I guess. I mean, no matter what I decide, it's going to be a vintage. I mean, there's no way to fully restore this thing once you have missing pieces to it. So, I mean, I think I may go with whatever's the cheapest cost option. And if it is buying a laminated wood similar to what this is as far as thickness goes, I'll probably go that route depending on the cost. I mean, the wood costs still are pretty outrageous, and I mean, you can see from here, I mean, this hinge has got some surface, but it's not dinged up or bent up, too bad a shape. I mean, to me it actually looks pretty functional. Let's see if we can get this last one off on this side, and I think we've got 2 more hinges to go on the other side with the missing. But I mean, it looks like there's some handcraft going on to it. It looked like somebody chiseled out the slot for the hinges, so it'd give you a little more clearance when you folded the doors up and when you close them down on the side, so they sit somewhat at a 90 degrees. So I mean, we may have to tear into this bottom laminate sheet and see what the bottom of this board looks like, make sure it's not bowed, and the laminate pieces may be the route I choose on this. But I mean, we're still gonna have to purchase some wood anyways with it to finish out that other side that was missing. But yeah, like I said before, I mean, I'm no professional wood finisher. I just do this stuff just kind of as a hobby. And she kind of challenged me when she brought this home. It's like, can you do it? It's like, maybe. Yeah, we may have to soak these hinges. I've got an ultrasonic cleaner. We'll see how that does. We'll put them in for a couple hours and see if it cleans it up. Now this last hinge, I don't know if you can see from the video here, but it looks like somebody was in doing a repair on it. I've got different type of screw head on one of the the latches. So I mean, we'll have to, I'm probably gonna tear up this bottom piece laminate because most of it's coming up anyways, and see what we got to work with underneath and go from there. But yeah, I mean, ideally I probably will do some new screw hardware depending on what we do for options on this. I mean, I'm guessing you could probably still get the flathead type hardware. Yeah, even that hinge there isn't too bad. I mean, we could probably oil it up and clean it up, see where that goes. Yeah, got all the hinges off. I think we're gonna probably tap in and see what the damage is underneath this laminate on the bottom part at least. Still held on pretty good with whatever glue they used. And it does look like the wood is starting to bow a little bit. I don't know if we'll be able to pull this off. Interesting. Here it comes. Oh! Well, looks like I've got different layers of laminate popping up here. So far, the wood that's underneath doesn't look like it's in that bad of shape. We may have to look at kind of like an adhesive remover to kind of get the rest of this stuff out of here. Yeah, the laminate layer is pretty much toast to toast here. A little more water damage on this side here. Yeah, pretty much it kind of just looks like a wood with the laminate layers on both ends of it. Yeah, it's not that bad of a finish on it. I don't know why they chose to do a laminate on it. Yeah, the glue is pretty much intact on the center part of these. You got a couple nail heads sticking out. Wonder what they were trying to tap into with that. Kind of based on what I'm seeing now with this laminate layer kind of removed on the bottom. The wood actually is not in bad shape, so we may be able to do a laminate type repair. Taking a look at this top portion here. I don't know if these cameras will pick it up, but looks like this laminate layer is kind of split in half, and it does flex a little bit. You may be able to maybe fill that. So right now, I don't know if you could actually dig into it to get that bottom laminate off. So I don't know if this thing was maybe stored upside down outside, maybe tucked away near the side of the house, that the bottom's got so much water damage to it. But it's crazy. Yeah, it looks like I'll be sweeping the floors in here after this tear down, but kind of my impressions, we may be able, if we can get these laminate layers off, at least on this bottom side, maybe see about just kind of redoing it and kind of beefing it up. Some of these screw holes where the top table kind of connects to it are kind of burnt out a little bit, but you may be able to change up the hardware, may be able to get it reconnected. But I mean, a little bit of flex in there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at options, see which way would be the cheaper. I know I've got to buy wood anyways to redo that other shelf, so it's either try to match as best you can, or you start with a whole new product from the top down and kind of work your way there. So that may be the option I may go with. But all in all, for this one here, I mean, that's not too bad as far as wood goes, but there's just, if we didn't have to replace that other shelf side, that fold up side, it may be worth going down the laminate view, but I'm going to go ahead and probably check wood prices at the big box stores to see what I can actually get for. I want to try to keep this entire build under 50 bucks is my goal. 75 to 100 is probably more realistic, but it all depends on what you can get for wood and hardware costs, and that's going to kind of go from there. But yeah, I think the route I'll probably choose on this one here is probably buying new wood for the top and the side of the T-cart here. I mean, I would love to use this wood as is, but it's just kind of too far gone. It's flexes, and I just don't think I've got the capabilities in my home garage shop to lay down an adhesive to get this laminate layer to stick properly and hold within time. But like I said, I'll get back with you guys and check out options. I did want to take a look at this bad boy here. The actual meat and potatoes of this build itself. So you know what we've got going on here. I mean, as you can see, we've got this broken piece that I think would be an easy repair. Maybe some glue and a little bit of filler, and probably some hardware securing it down, but it's actually not too bad a shape. I think we could probably maybe bust apart the connections here and actually re-glue it and make it solid and keep this all original if we can, or most part, minus maybe some hardware changes that we'll have to do with it. I mean, looks like we've got some adhesive that we've got to take off of here too. So I mean, we'll probably do this in the fourth video, just kind of do a cleanup on here and maybe repair, restore on this section here is going to be the best option. Then the last thing to be considered, and I think as far as finish too on this, we could probably go, they've got a product that I've seen online or advertised and a couple different furniture restorers use it. It's called Restore Finish, and you just match it as closely as you can to what the current finish is on, and it actually helps with kind of hiding scratches. I mean, looking at this piece here outside of the leg portion of it, you've got some pretty deep gouges here. We might be able to kind of sand those out and maybe fill them in a little bit, and hopefully that Restore Finish will kind of bring everything back. But I think that's what we're going to go ahead with this one here. But anyways, I wanted to thank you guys for watching.